This is not beautiful, but I'm going to take a chance that Genju of the Spires may be something he can't deal with. If he can, we're kind of screwed. But he seems kind of slow. So maybe a Goblin Cadet and, say, a Manland somewhere can get us some action going here. Alright, there's the Ratchet Bomb, which makes me not want to play the Genju of the Spires, because he will just eat it. So if he can just play like a Phantasmal Bear and a Delver, that would make me happy. This also has pseudo haste if you're calm enough to wait until you have 4 mana, so I don't mind doing that. That's exactly what I wanted, a good 2-drop, because now we can pressure him to pop it for the cadets or that, and whichever one he gets, he doesn't get the other. Alright, he's cliquing, which is a shame, because that means he gets to block and keep it. It does also mean he kind of has to take the Arc Trail. If Arc Trail was an instant, we would be in much happier shape. Targeting me. It's always worth checking. I think my Arc Trail is going to get shuffled away. We are going to get to resolve a Dragon Lord and get it to a 4/4 flying here shortly. So we've got some action going in that department. Hello, Fat Cat. I would shuffle away the Arc Trail. It's just too easy otherwise. Oh, I might still want to get the Dragon Lord out. Yeah. Shuffles that away and we hit a mountain. Not exactly the best thing in the world for us. That's how I thought that worked. Oh well. Maybe the cadets were a little bit of a liability against the flash deck, but we'll see. He can't attack us with them. He can't really block with it either, so perhaps we're okay. He's likely to pop the Ratchet Bomb to kill that guy. And then what do? I guess we start Genjuing him. Of course, he's probably got Forbid at this point and will just beat us to death with our own Goblin Cadet and Vendilion Click, which I'll admit I thoroughly deserve. Okay, so he did have the Delver and Bear. Arc Trail would be a great draw, and we did not draw it. Even playing Perforos here doesn't do much because we're under a significant amount of pressure. Do we try to race that with the Genju? We could. We could also leave it back to block, as horrible as that sounds, and try to get our Goblin Cadets back. But I think me lowering his life total is going to be better, because an Earthquake would be pretty good for us. Let's try it. I'm not exactly sure this is the right move, but they say fortune favors the bold. If he wants to start trading around mountains for his dudes, or taking 6, I'm fine with that. I think we just get a bear chump here. Impulse, not the end of the world. We're still kind of okay with an Earthquake, but we need to draw it quickly and we need him not to have any more counter magic. We'll also have to find a way to deal with that clique at some point. If he doesn't kill this now, we can attack with it and the factory next turn. And I think going to that low life total against a burn deck is not something you'd want to do, but what do I know? I'm the fun police. Not sure how I feel about the new RoboCop movie. Like, the old one is clearly a classic. It's like a Shakespearean piece as far as I'm concerned. So it's kind of sad that they're doing away with that. He took the damage, which I think is probably the best I could hope for. And we're taking 8 here, which is clearly not a good thing. The good news is we can decide if we want to play a little more conservatively, or if we want to try to burn him out. He's just divinationing here, which is fine. He'll have less lands open. He may even decide he wants to leave something back to block the Genji with. All right, we still have live draws. But I think we have to start playing defensively here. Okay, terminate is a start of things that would need to happen correctly for us. So that lets us deal with the clique. If we attack, we're potentially taking 6 back and trading our mountain for that. I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. Let's go ahead and terminate first, because this needs to die. And we can potentially sit back and wait if we want to, because the Mishra's Factory can block as a 3/3. It blocks all of that stuff. Our only problem would be if the Delver flips. Attacking with the mountain means that's not a problem anymore, because he kind of has to block at this point. So I think we trade off our mountain for the Delver, and then we can hold back the rest of his team with the Mishra's Factory. Or he'll take 6, which is absolutely fine by me. Yeah. Why? I would like to use that ability. We got plenty of lands anyway. So we'll take 4 going to 4. But we are holding his team back now, which makes me happy. That'll let us ramp into Perforos. Play the Knight of Infamy. I don't see a reason to attack here, as I'm planning on doing our attacking with the Genju of the Spires. But we can still cast that now, right? So I may as well get it out of my hand, because I can still activate this and have it pump itself. I want to not have us dead to a bounce spell. Yeah, that was going to get me one way or the other. That's fine. And it doesn't get Perforos, which may be relevant. Still don't think I want to attack with the factory, though, which is kind of awkward because I've got to find a way to kill him. The life totals look like they're in the wrong spot. I still think taking the hits off of that clique and getting damage in while I could was the right way to go, but I suppose time will tell. I suppose we're just 6 creatures away from killing him with Perforos. I don't really want to trade the Knight of Infamy for a Phantasmal Bear either, but that may be the right play. We'll see what he does. Jace. Okay. That is not good. That is, in fact, the opposite of good. I think if he's super smart here, he pluses it. No. Okay, so I can kill it if I want to, or make him block with the Goblin Cadet. So that may be a thing. Because when we attack with this, it'll be a 3/3. So he either has to chump it, or he has Swords to Plowshares. I guess, maybe. Draw something good. Countryside Crusher, not horrible. Let's go ahead and send this at Jace and see if he wants to chomp. So this will kill Jace if he doesn't chump it. Okay, so we got to eat that for free. I think the Countryside Crusher is going to get in more damage than Perforos. And it makes sure I don't draw any more lands, right? Yeah, and I don't want any more lands. So let's go ahead and get the Countryside Crusher through counter magic while we can. That may be big enough to hurt him. We've got pseudo Wrath protection in that the Mishra's Factory can still get in. Now he can bounce the Crusher, still not doing it. What has he got over there? Something huge and horrible for me, I would suspect. Time warp. Okay, you get an extra turn, sir. Kinda scary. What is he gonna do with that extra turn? He can draw more cards. He can hit more land drops. He can play an Aetherling and put me damn near dead. Like, what do we have to draw to beat Aetherling? I guess Doomblade? Fireblast might get... No, Fireblast is not going to get through. I guess we just have to hope he doesn't have Aetherling. I think we've got a chance at everything else. Depends on how big that Countryside Crusher gets. We need him to get pretty large. And I think we have to ignore Jace and just let him sit there drawing 2 cards a turn, which is really horrible. But the longer this game goes, the worse it is for me, and I don't think we can beat counter magic. Maybe we try to kill it? I guess I could send the Crusher at it and try to get him to block with the Cadets. I'm kind of scared he might have Restoration Angel. There's so many things he could have that I'm worried about. Then I'm going to stop sitting here and dreading them and just pause it until he plays something. Okay, I think that's actually good news. He's elected to bounce the Crusher, which seems good to me, because that means I can kill Jace through a Restoration Angel, or at least make him give me the Cadets back. I don't think I want to block attack. Well, I can guarantee that I kill Jace and just burst lightning his dumbass. I would like to get my Cadets back though. And I do want to play Perforos now, because if he's going to play the bounce game, I'll play it with him. Let's go ahead and burn Jace out of the way. See if this resolves. If it doesn't, we still have the play of perhaps getting our Cadets back. I would like to redirect that to Jace the Mind Sculptor. Okay. So now I think I definitely attack him with this, because he's either going to give me that back or not, and he can't block it with a Restoration Angel. I mean, he can block it with the Cadets and then blink them, but at least then I know he has the Restoration Angel. If he blocks, he's definitely got it. If he doesn't, I should have attacked with the Mishra's Factory too, but there's no way to know exactly what's in their hand. But it kind of seems suspicious passing with that much mana up and not countering me killing Jace. Like, that seems like I'd really like to eat your Mishra's Factory with my Restoration Angel. That is exactly what he was hoping for. Okay. I'm exceptionally smart, etc., etc. Bad news is I can't cast my Perforos now. Actually, I'm pretty damn close to dead. Yeah, not a lot gets me out of this. I have to hold this back to block that. And if I cast the Countryside Crusher, then the Restoration Angel is lethal. Perhaps I should have thought of that and attacked first so that I could burst lightning the Angel down? I'm not sure. Yeah, if I tap out for Perforos, I'm just dead. If I tap out for the Countryside Crusher, I'm just dead. So I don't actually have any choices here. Goblin Cadets, why did you betray me? We should have trained you longer. If you kids don't stop that racket, I'm turning this expedition around right now. I'm not sure what we draw to get out of this. He's got a bounce spell. We're just dead right now. I can't imagine he's just giving our Goblin Cadets back to us. It's like a stifle. Oh, he's going to Venser my Mishra's Factory. Return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. Well, I'll activate it again. So it's going to be a creature when you bounce it. We are still very dead here. By our own Goblin Cadets. What a shame. Couldn't quite get there, and Goblin Cadets betrayed me. Ah, Goblin Cadets. Well, the good news is, all I really wanted was an IPA draft set, and I got one, and some Phantom tickets, so we can do another one. I appreciate you guys watching. I certainly had fun playing the Fun Police deck. I'm usually on the other side of it, getting my skull cracked in, and I don't even think we had like a great version of it, and I'm pretty sure I did something wrong in that game where I got him to 1 and he wasn't dead. But it turns out Jace the Mind Sculptor is a real card and hard to beat. Maybe I got a little too trigger happy trying to get rid of it. Either way, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see and want to hear me babble more while I poorly play Magic, you can find more of me here on Draft Magic. Just search for Travis in the little search box and you'll see some more of my stuff. I also do videos somewhat more regularly for ManaDeprived.com, so feel free to check them out there. You can find me as well as Flaming Sheep and a couple other people doing drafts over there. And I will see you next time. For DraftMagic.com, this is Travis Sowers signing off. FunPolice.deck. We'll see you next time.